I invite you to close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath. And let's start by bringing our awareness into the room around you first. Perhaps doing a little scan, energetically, just noticing what you can feel throughout the room with your eyes closed. Noticing how even when we cannot see, you can still remember and sense what's around you. Noticing any sounds that you hear. Air conditioning, heater, creaks in the floorboards, any noise coming from outside. Notice if there's any temperature that you feel on your skin. Just notice the points of contact from the air to the surface of your body. Moving your awareness into your body, starting at the head and moving down into a scan, just taking inventory. Noticing how your brow is sitting, if there's any tension in your jaw, how your neck is resting. If you feel any tension this morning or stiffness anywhere, noticing how your shoulders are seated, rounding forward, pushing back. Moving your awareness down through your rib cage, noticing how your spine is seated. Moving down into your hips, feeling the contact with your seat, the floor, a chair, onto your sits bones. Moving down around your thighs, around your knees, shins, ankles, heels, and toes. Noticing any area where your body parts are touching, feet touching, hands touching. And then take a nice deep inhale here. And exhale. And I invite you to notice the stillness and the silence that happens between them. As you inhale, we can put our awareness there, and we can put our awareness on the exhale. But there is a moment that happens between them. And with a few deep breaths just like this, in through your nose and out through your mouth, take a moment to place your awareness on the space in between the breaths. And just giving yourself an opportunity to feel what that space holds for you. So often we are focused on something that occupies a moment or a space. But what happens in between those spaces? A consciousness that arises in the stillness in between. And I invite you to move into your third eye. Imagining that horizon of consciousness spreading in all directions. Almost like looking over a beautiful sunset vista. Just allowing life to fall in. That consciousness that radiates from the third eye just allows whatever's going to fall in to fall in. There's no pushing out here. It becomes an open vessel. And in this open vessel, we get to choose consciously what we decide to keep in our surroundings. As we let life fall in, we get to choose what stays in our energy and what we gently allow to let go and just flow through us. And breathing light into that third eye center. And just honoring that this is there for you at all times. Feeling what it feels like to place your attention here. To let things just fall in. And then moving down to your heart center, bringing your awareness to this place. I invite you to inhale a beautiful golden light into your heart center, almost like you are lighting up a cavern, a cave. And continue breathing this golden light into your heart like this. Inhaling through the nose and out, exhaling through the mouth. And just watch as each inhale, you're charging up this energy. Allowing yourself to radiate from this place. Connecting your third eye with your heart center here. And just notice how you can be in both. Allowing the world to fall in with open consciousness without pushing forward. And allowing this radiance coming from the heart. All at the same time. And dropping your energy down into your pelvic bowl. Just allowing yourself to sink, to release into this place, into your seat of power. almost like you're sitting on your throne, allowing the truth of all things to come to you. In this place, you don't have to push forward or figure things out or press out and in to challenges. You just rest back and allow them to come to you, where you get to choose. And then giving yourself a moment to connect the activation of your third eye, your heart chakra, and your pelvic bowl. And just feeling what this feels like to have all centers running at the same time. And then before we drop that grounding cord, I invite you to imagine that you're sitting on the earth somewhere, body directly connected to the planet. And from the place where you are seated, energy shoots from where you're seated and spreads quickly across the planet. An instant connection. And then being connected to the surface of everything that is happening now on our planet. We'll then drop that grounding cord from the base, move it through the layers of the floorboards of the planet, and then wrapping around the crystalline core center of our earth. A couple nice deep breaths here. Keeping your energy back, staying rooted and grounded. And then we're going to allow Mother Earth and invite her to return that energy, that grounding energy, back up through the grounding cord, through our seat, and begin to fill us with that nourishment. Moving down our thighs, up our pelvis, and down our thighs, around our knees, shins, ankles, toes. And then moving up around our hips, waist, rib cage, shoulders, under our armpits and around our elbows, through our wrists, fingertips, and continuing up through our neck, through our head, and just allowing the filling of the nourishment of the earth to simply arise inside you. And before we move forward, I invite you to move through just clearing out your energy intentionally by saying, I command any energy that is not of my own to leave my space now. I command any energy that is not of the light to leave my space now. I command any energy that is not for my highest path to leave my space now. And then take a moment to know this to be the truth for yourself through your intention. So with those clean intentions and energy fields and our third eye, heart center, and pelvic bowl connected and being nourished by the earth, I invite us to imagine standing all together, creating a circle, holding hands, and start to bring that golden ball of light back into our center, sitting in between all of us. Something we have cultivated and are continuing to cultivate. And as we're watching this golden ball of light in the center, I'm going to invite us to go through 5 deep breaths. And as we're breathing, and as this ball in the center is expanding, allowing the sensation of what it feels like for this expansion to move in through our cells, infiltrating the spaces between our cells. And so we'll start together with that collective intention. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling, expanding and watching that golden ball move closer to the perimeter of our circle and allowing it to move through the cells and spaces of each one of us. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling, allowing that gold to weave through, around our bodies, through our bodies. And one more deep breath as we increase this saturation of our cells. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And we'll do 2 more breaths as we let that light expand out through the rest of the planet. Inhaling oxygen into that place. And exhaling, watching that golden light expand across the surface of the earth in an instant. And one more collective breath. And exhaling as you watch it solidify, expanding in all corners. And holding this place, this intention, this light saturating ourselves and in the spaces in between ourselves. Allowing this light to saturate the spaces in between our breath, the spaces in between our thought. And as we think of that term of stardust, just imagine that this ball is essentially that supernova, heating up, through the pressure. And as it expands and radiates that light across the planet and infuses our cells, it is now causing an opening of things that may not have been in our awareness before. So we are invited to simply watch the opening and get curious about what's arising. What we're now able to see that we maybe weren't able to before. It didn't have the right chemicals. And moving our awareness back into our bodies, saying thank you for this group as we release hands and move our awareness and our consciousness back. And even as we move our awareness and consciousness back, we can still feel that connection, that light moving through our cells. I invite you to use this feeling throughout the day, this supernova essentially that we're creating. And bringing one hand to your heart, giving thanks here. Thank you to yourself for being in this place. Thank you to the group for creating this energy. And when you're ready, you can slowly open your eyes and bring yourself back into the room, keeping that energy of that ball of light coursing through your cells.
And what this does is it activates different parts of your brain.
So get comfortable, guys. Make sure to have fun.
Now, let's begin. Take a deep breath and start building a rhythm. In and out. Your goal is to choose a good pace, but the first round, you just relax. Start building up the power of your breath and focus on opening up your lungs as much as you possibly can. Big inhale, big exhale. Just keep charging up your lungs, charging up your body, and enjoying each breath. Each breath should be fun. Big inhales, big exhales. Feel your body filling with oxygen. Beautiful, deep breaths of oxygen. Excellent work. Excellent work. There's nowhere to go. Just enjoying each breath. This first round, charging yourself up. Enjoying each inhale. Enjoying each exhale. Now, if you feel comfortable, I want you to speed it up just a little bit now. Big inhales, big exhales, a little bit more speed. If you feel comfortable, if you don't, that's okay. Just stay at your own pace. Keep charging it up. Beautiful. We got about 20 seconds to go. I want you to go a little bit faster now, so pick it up if you can. If you're more advanced, feel free to step it up. It's still the first round though. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I want you to hold your breath all the way in, pull all the way in. Hold it for a second. And now exhale all the oxygen out of your lungs. Big exhale.
Hold it out.
Hold it out as long as you can. Just chill out in this space without any air. Enjoy this space here. And now, big inhale. If you're ready, big inhale. Some of you are more advanced. You can hold that breath out longer. Hold that breath in for 10 to 15 seconds. Squeeze your muscles. And whenever you're ready, let it go. We're going to start working on the next round. Start charging it up. We're going to go a little faster now. You notice we have a beat going, so go with the beat if you can. If not, just go at your own pace. It's all good. The goal now is just keep charging it up. Enjoying each breath. Get in touch with your body. Let go of anything going on in your mind. Feel each breath oxygenating your entire body. Enjoying each breath. Start speeding up a little bit if you can. Remember, you can always go at your own pace. It's all good. Power it up, power it up. Feel that connection to your body. Every time you inhale, every time you exhale, feel that pump. Enjoy the flow. Beautiful, oxygenated, nourishing breaths of air. Be grateful for each breath. All right, now we got 20 seconds left. Start charging up a little faster if you can now. So a little faster. Big, powerful breaths. Use your core to help you breathe. Use those abs. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everybody take a big deep breath. Inhale, inhale. Hold it in. Hold it. Now exhale. Exhale. Everything out. Everything out. Remember, you're activating your vagus nerve right now to relax your body. Exhale. Everything out. Hold it as long as you can. Enjoy the space. Feel that lightheadedness, that tingling in your body. Enjoy this beautiful space without oxygen. And then whenever you're ready, if you can go longer, but take a big inhale for 10 to 15 seconds. Try and hold it in and squeeze your muscles, squeeze your core, squeeze the muscles of your face, squeeze your perineum. And then let it go. We'll begin charging up for round number 3. Regular breaths, just kind of cool it off for a minute. Cool off the engines. Got a little faster beat now. A little faster beat. Now if you're ready to go, let's start charging up. Round 3, right? We're halfway through. Start pumping it up. Get that breath going. Charge that body up. Enjoy every single breath. It's beautiful. So go with the beat. For those of you that are advanced, go with that beat. If it's too fast, you gotta go slow, that's fine, but push yourself a little bit. You're opening up your lungs. You're gonna get more oxygen into your body because you're training your body right now. Keep charging. Charge that body up. Fill it with oxygen. Enjoy it. Gratitude for each breath. I'm so thankful for each breath. Feel that oxygen flowing through your body. You love it. So powered up, guys. Powered up. Use your core. Use your core to breathe. Contract your body. Don't be afraid to move your body with the beat. Enjoy it. Move your body. Feel the oxygen. Feel the flow. Loving it, baby. Loving it. Loving each breath. Charging up that body. Oh, we got 20 seconds to go. 20 seconds. Charge it up. Charge it up. Last 20 seconds. We'll sprint here. Fast as you can. Pump it up. Pump it up. Here we go. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Big inhale. Big inhale. All the way in. All the way in. All the way in. Hold it. Hold it. Now exhale. Everything out. Everything out. Big exhale. Now hold it in this space right here. Hold it. Hold everything out. Remember, we're activating our vagus nerve. This is the last time we're doing this. Hold that air out. Get really deep and touch with your body. Can you feel your body in this space? Whenever you need to, big inhale and hold it for 10 to 15 seconds. All these different breath techniques activate different parts of your brain. It sends oxygen to different parts of your brain. Feel it. Love it. And exhale. Go back to regular breath. We're going to chill out here for just a little bit. We're going to our final round. Big deep breaths. Just relaxing. Now I want you to do your best in this final round and really push it. We're going to be able to relax after this last 3-minute cycle, okay? Let's see if we can push it the whole 3 minutes. We're going to get at least 2. All right, here we go, guys. Round 3, start pulling it in. Charge it up. You can go with the beat. In, out, in, out. Charge that oxygen up. Charge that body up. It's our last round. Loving each breath. Here we go, and breathing. Feel that oxygen flow. It's our final round. How much power can you move through your body? And how much oxygen you can move through your body? Open up those lungs. Open up those body channels. Feel that flowing through your entire body. Beautiful, guys, beautiful. Taking charge up, double it up. Pump it up, pump it up. Last little bit here, let's go. Double it up, double up. There's nothing else going on now but your oxygen. Power it up, power it up. We're getting close to the end, guys. Last 20 seconds. Let's power it up. 20 seconds to go. Power breath, power breath. Fast as you can. Last 20 seconds. Here we go. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One check. Inhale as much as you can. Inhale all the way in, all the way in. Big breath. Hold it. Now exhale everything out. Big exhale, let everything go. Now big inhale all the way in, all the way in, all the way in. Hold it. And big exhale, let it all go, let it all go. Hold it out for a second. And last time, big inhale all the way in. Enjoying that breath. And let it go. Excellent work, you guys. Now let's go back to just a regular breath. Calm yourselves down, calm yourselves down. Calm your breath down, calm your body down, find that space. Really tap in and connect with your body right now. Big breaths, cool it out. Calm down those engines. Really connect with your body right now. What do you feel in your body right now? Do you feel any emotions arising? Allow yourself to feel those emotions. Just tap into your body. What's your body trying to tell you? Where are you tight? Where could you let go of some things? Be grateful for each breath. And just chill. Enjoy the space. Just feel whatever arises. Allow it to flow through you. If you need to heal, if you need to let something go, this is the space to do it right here. How weightless can you be? If you need to move around a little bit, just slowly move your body as you tap back in, connecting your mind, your body, and your heart. If there's anything else you need to let go of, just allow it to go now and be thankful.
Just take another minute to relax in silence and just see what comes up in your mind, and just really focus on being with your body for one more minute and just loving yourself. So excellent work, everybody. Sorry to bring you back to your logical mind from that beautiful space. So I'd love to hear what came up for you. I want to briefly say for myself, on the last round, I felt like just this deep tingling in my third eye, and I just completely forgot about myself. And like for a few seconds, I felt like highly connected to my higher self. It doesn't always happen that way, but that's what happened at the very end of the last round, because I just got so relaxed in that deep space of just letting go. That's what happened for me. So anybody else